for another 10 roll hunt challenge. So I did get to the bank, so I got some good quarters here. I got some nickels and some dimes, no pennies. Just finished up that penny one, needed a little break. So I do get 10 rolls, which are all machine wrap, bank wrapped rolls for the quarters. And that's where we're going to start here. Just move this out of the way. I pulled one out already here. I did weigh all of my quarter rolls. This one came in the heaviest at 228. I don't know why I weigh them. It's just something I do. It's fun, and I'll start with the heaviest and work my way down to the lightest, just to see what kind of coins we have. We are looking for some 2024s yet, mostly Philadelphias. Um, and of course, we're looking for West Points, we're looking for silver, and that's where we'll start here. And I'm not seeing silver from an edge. This edge looks interesting. That is just a modern Philadelphia. So I'm going to just go through this. I'll bring you back in for any finds. 2024 Denver, which I've got. And after that, if there's any good finds, any kind of errors, doubles, West Points, I'll bring you in for those finds. Here we are on find number one. That is a 2024 Philadelphia. And that is a book filler for there. Cecilia Cruz. 2024 book fill. Bring you in for the next one. All right, folks, bringing you back in for these two fun finds. I'll say that. Error coins. What we have here is a 2023 Philadelphia. And that is Edith. How do you say her last name? Kind of could. I always slaughter it. Kind of Knoll. But look at that K. This was an error I wasn't too familiar with initially, but so this is the first one I've seen, is that K is filled with a little cud. There's a better view on it there. So looking at the side angle, it is an actual filling of part of that recessed K, that stamp. And not post-mint damage. So I did look at that one for a little bit. That's a new one for me, first time seeing it. Another common one that I saw here on the 2020s, and this is 2022 Philadelphia, and that's Man Killer, Wilma Man Killer, but it's pretty obvious right there. George needs to go see the specialist, needs a little facial treatment. Right at the tip of his nose, we have another cud error. So 2 cud errors so far in this, and I'll bring you back in for the next find. All right, folks, here we are with the summary of the quarters. 10 rolls of quarters. Not too bad. A lot of new things here for us. So we did have our standard. There we go. Our standard bicentennial, and this is a Philadelphia bicentennial, so I'll just add that to my collection, take a closer look at those a little bit later. Of the other finds, we did find a 2024 Philadelphia, and this is the Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. This is a book fill. This is the Philadelphia I've been missing. I've always been getting the Denvers, but not the Phillies. And of course, now as well, we have the Celia Cruz, and that is also a 2024 Philadelphia. The other Philadelphia was missing. So circulated, but 2 book fills nonetheless. So we're happy, excited about those. Of the other finds, we took a closer look at. Where is everything here? There we go. I'll pull this one out. See if this works here. Is we have the 2023, if I don't drop everything here, 2023 Kanaka Ol, 2023 Philadelphia, and this has got that Incuse die chip. And what we mean by the Incuse die chips are, if you look at the K, if I can get this in focus. There we go. That K and the A on this one is filled in with a little cud. It's not post-mint damage. There's no other damage around the K or the A, but that is just a cud error that's common with these incuse or these recessed lettering. So the K and the A on that one. We also had on the other one, because I did find two of them, and you can see a little bit more of that buildup of material. You can't even recognize the center of the A on that one. So two good die chip errors or incuse errors on the 2023 Kanaka Ol quarters. Those are my first time finding those. I didn't realize till recently that I should be looking for those. Then we have the 2022 Philadelphia Man Killer, also a die chip error. You might be able to see that right there off of George Washington. He's becoming a witch with this, but there's that cud error right at the tip of his nose. So a decent one. I've seen a little bit bigger. I might have another one that's a little bit bigger than that. But I did put this in a flip, obviously, and we'll put that aside. See if I can sell some of these to build up my monies for my Mercury dime location. That's the newest fill that I'm going to be looking for are Mercury dimes. And speaking of dimes, that's where we're going next with this. So if we want to take a look here, we'll do just the one. Mostly with the dimes, I'm looking for 2024s, the West Point, of course, and the other one mainly is just looking for silvers. So doing a quick little edge check here. Go for the focus. And that is looking all clad in there. So I'll take this off camera. I'm going to do that search, see if there's any other finds, and I will bring you back in for the first dime find or the summary of the dimes if there is nothing, no silvers or anything like that. All right, folks, so I got through the first three rolls, which were customer wrapped. No findings, of course, in those. But I did want to bring you in for the machine wrapped rolls, bank wrapped rolls. I do weigh each of these, and normally, 3.8, 3.7, 3.7 is the standard, I see. And then this one's at 3.6. So those are what I would say are normal weight rolls for me. But we did have one coming in at 114 and one coming in at 111. Now that's 2 grams short in most cases. That's about a dime. So I'm curious on this one. We'll do this together just to have some kind of content for this video. But let's just take a look here and see what we have here. If we focus, come on, there we go. All right, so from an edge standpoint, nothing sticking out of the ordinary on that one, but let's take a look here. If we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Look at that. That is 1 dime short. So like I said on that one, 1 dime short on that. Not surprising, weighing in at 111 on that. So bank shorted me 1 dime. Now let's take a look at the 114. That's weighing a little bit heavier. And let's see what this has. So first edge check. And nothing sticking out there. So 3, 6, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's a nice thin one right there. Pull that one out. 35, 40, 45, 50. So I wonder why that one's weighing heavy on that. That's a nice thin one I wanted to look at. 1991. Nothing fancy on that one. So there we go. Nothing particular sticking out. So no reason why that would be weighing heavy. But I'll go through these in detail. Look for those elusive 2024s and obviously no silvers. So I'll bring you back in if there's any finds. All right, folks, here we are for the summary of the dimes. This has been very quiet hunting this last couple ones here, but 10 rolls of dimes, one find, 1974 Netver, and I'm marking this as a strike-through error. So pulling out the microscope, checking this out on the reverse on that dime. Now look at this. Right there between the leaves, you can see that line starts coming in, but look, it goes behind the leaf, comes up and around. You can still see that divot or that dent, that groove, and then look, it disappears behind the flames. Coming back up around the top here. Now look right here above these leaves. You can see that shelf there again. Coming all the way down behind the leaves, underneath the stalk, underneath E pluribus unum, and then there it is. It merges back in with the E in the dime. So let's pull this out. See if I can get this to focus. You can see it again here as a whole. Maybe there's the focus. You can see that line. That's why I flipped it. All there up along the right side underneath America, coming here underneath the United States, and coming back down above the 1. So I have no idea what that is, but because it's behind or underneath the stamping, I'm going to say either yet an unclear or it wasn't a flat planchet on there. Something else was stamped on there prior to. It's not a strike through because it's not the shape of the head. Yeah, because you'd have that back of the head there. Not quite, maybe? No, I don't think it's quite the head. I don't have another dime here to compare that to. But something's there. And like I said, is if you look in particular at that side, and I'll try a different microscope, or try just the magnifying glass. But that is a clear groove valley right there. So don't know if you got any thoughts, any suggestions, but again, you can really see how it goes right underneath the leaves. Put that comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And that's why, again, I'm going to have that as a flip. There's going to be a while before my local coin show, but I'm going to have to talk to a couple numismatists that I know, get their feedback on that. So now what we're looking at is it is nickel time. So I got 10 rolls of nickels, all customer rolled or customer wrapped here. I'm not expecting much. I'm not really, the way these coins have been coming out, they haven't been haven't been good. That's a nice shiny one. Want to get that because I am looking for those elusive 2024s. That's a 2012. Um, looking for that. Anything before 59. Looking, of course, always hoping for some buffaloes and some silvers. That's got some good toning, but it's not silver. What is that? 64. We'll figure on that one. No mint mark there. 95. All right. I'll bring you back in for the fines on the nickels, and we'll keep you posted. All right, folks, here we are, 5 rolls, halfway through our 10-roll hunt. Just bringing you in for the summary. These have been very slow rolls. The last two 10-roll hunt challenges have not been producing as well. I do have a 1968. See that? That is a San Francisco mint. We also have a 1970 San Francisco mint. So these are common years and mintages. The San Francisco Mint was minting regular circulation coins up to 1970, I believe, was their last year. So you're talking 100 and 200, 100 to 200 million each of those. Of the better dates, we have a 1946, and that is a Philadelphia, no mint mark there. 1946 had 161 million minted, common year. This one, however, not as common. This is a 1952, and if we can zoom in on that, the 1952 is a, come on, focus, San Francisco. So 1952 San Francisco is 20,500,000, so 20.5 million. So that is a lower mintage coin, harder to see in circulation. And then the last coin, very dirty, 1957. That is a Denver in the 1957 Denver again. Common coin, 136 million minted. So 2 common, 1 low mintage date, couple San Francisco mints for my collection, and 5 more rolls to go. I'll bring you in for a find or for the summary. All right, folks, bringing in roll number 6. Looking at that nice shiny end. So I'm just thumbing through these. Look at that. It's in the wild. We have a 2024 Philadelphia. It's a good find right there. A little bit circulated, some nicks in there, but 2024, good condition. That is definitely one for my album. And now I just need the 2024 Denver. Bring you in for the next find. All right, folks, here we are for the second 5 rolls of the 10 nickels. Again, slow rolls this time around. We did have a 1981 Canadian foreign find. Not one to add to the collection. I already have that one. We did have however, the elusive and the fun 2024 Philadelphia. A little beat up there, some newer circulation, but that is definitely going in my book. I need the Denver now. Let's see here. We got a 1970 San Francisco, add to the collection. We also had a 1946. That's a well-rubbed, well-circulated coin. 46 is a common year. That is a Denver. Yeah, 46 Denver. So this will just go in the collections, noteworthy coin. And then the good one here, 1953, little beat up, and that is a 1953 Denver. Lower mintage in that it's under 50 million minted. I'll have that mintage above us here. But that's it for the second 5 rolls. So I'm going to bring you in for, I'm just going to do the summary of all the coins here, 10 rolls of quarters, dimes, and nickels, and let's see what everything brought together. All right, here we are for the summary of the 10 roll challenge. I got 10 rolls of quarters, 10 rolls of dimes, 10 rolls of nickels, all from the same bank, and a nice combination of customer wrapped as well as bank wrapped rolls. But this is the finding of those 10 rolls. We did have 2, so I'll just bring up one of them here. We did have 2 Incuse die chips, and that's on the 2023 Kanika Ol women's quarters, and that's the one in that K and A. Where is old school scope here? That is in that K and that A. We do have those die chips filling in the recess, the NQ stamping there. So we have 2 of those common error coin or errors on those Kanaka Ol quarters. We also have a women's Wilma Mankiller 2022, and that's got George having a little growth on his nose. So that's another common die chip error that we look out for. So I did put those in flips. We'll see what happens from there. The dime, though, only one, or let me finish the quarters. Of the other quarter finds, we did have a 2024, and we have the Mary Edwards Walker and the Celia Cruz. Both of these are book fills. These were both the Philadelphias that I'm missing, so I'm going to get those in my book. I'm really excited about there. And the standard bicentennial, only one this time, so that will go into my collection of bicentennial memorabilia as well, especially now that we're coming up on the 250-year anniversary next year. We'll see what happens, if I do something with those coins. The dime, again, the dime had what I've determined to call a strike-through error. You can sort of see that around just under the United States of America. It merges here in with the 1. See that there, but see how it, keep that focus, it disappears under the E pluribus unum, disappears under those leaves, reappears here at the top by the flame, underneath the flame, and all there underneath the word America. Get the other one. If you get that in, you'll actually see that's a deeper stamp area. There you sort of see the grooves there of the stamp. So that's going underneath there. So that's definitely a planchet problem. It was missing some material, or there was something stuck in with the die when it came on. So that's definitely a stamping issue, not a post-mint damage. Looked at that one for quite a bit. Add that to my collection. Got to go to my local coin store or the coin show, see if anybody can know and give me some more information on it. Of the nickels, not too much with the nickels. Another quiet nickel run here. Let me just fix that camera there. We did have 1 foreign 1981 Canadian. We had a 1968 and 2 1970s San Francisco's. And we did get that 2024. Happy for that one. 2024 Philadelphia. Good condition. Add that to my book as well. We had 2 1946. We had a Philly and a Denver. We had a 1952 lower mintage, I think was that one. No, I can't. Which one's the low mintage? Yeah, the 1952S. That is a San Francisco mint. And so that's 20 million minted, lower minted coin, 1953. And that is a Denver. And then we also had the 1957 Dirty Denver as well.
So not bad. Decent hunt, decent fill. I got some new coins to add to my collection, so it is a win. Thank you for joining in. I do appreciate you staying to the end. If you stayed to the end, remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more videos and content like this. Uh, put your comments below on what you think of that strike through or the die chip errors. Always willing to listen and hear what other hunters have to say. So I appreciate your time. And until the next video, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and happy hunting.